I love it.
The music going.
I'm getting excited. Like,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
Let's go. What? Oh, I'm so excited to be here with Melinda. Hey, girl, what's up? What's up?
Hey, how are you, man? This is amazing. I'm so glad that we get to talk about you and so many valuable things that you're doing in your business and helping other people do it too. So, oh my gosh. So where do we even begin? Where do we even begin? So
I just want to say that, like, yeah, we may think it's about me, but everybody who's paying attention right now, like, if your frequency resonates with Melinda, with me, like, what's up? Like, follow that trend, like, follow that energy, like, say yes, like be like, oh, there's something that I'm feeling in your vibration, so have no hesitation.
yes.
Like, I'm grateful that you're here, but also, like, I want to make sure that my audience knows, like, hey, if Melinda's energy you resonate with and you don't even know why, holla at the girl. Holla, holla, holla.
And the same thing with Dasha. I want to share a little bit to my audience about who you are, because like I think that's really important that we talk about that, right? What you're doing, Dasha, I don't see it anywhere else. And so I'm really excited to share this with my community, with my audience. Dasha, y'all don't know who this person is. So Dasha, oh my gosh, she is a powerhouse. Okay. We're just gonna peel like the first layer of the onion today, but like you're definitely going to want to make sure that you're following her, that you go to thebookweekend.com, really get to dive into that, because at the end of the day, we all have stories, and this woman is the person to help you get it out and on paper so that you can share it with the people that you're called to serve in that way. Is so important that we do that, especially in today's climate where we have so many stories that we don't get to share. Dash is the one to do it. So like she said, if it's like whatever is like vibing with you, just go ahead and do it. Do it now. Just step into the position that you're supposed to be in, because we're just going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to enjoy this journey on a Friday, and we're just going to enjoy ourselves. But we want to make sure at the end of the day that you know that we're here for you. So I just wanted to let my audience know that, and just introduce
Wait,
you.
Can you repeat that real quick, because you froze for a second?
What part?
Well, I just want you guys to know.
Oh yeah, I just want you guys to know that, we're just going to have a lot of fun today. We're just going to dive into some really great things, and I just wanted to take a minute to introduce Dasha to y'all, because she's someone you should know. Definitely, absolutely. But we're going to have fun. So let's go ahead and just dive into it. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, what's that on your screen up there? It says your guide to love manifest. I love that.
Yeah, the girl with the weird tattoo. Your guide to manifesting love, awakening, and freedom. That was the first book that took me 7 years to write, or wrote me. And I just want to say, before we get started, like, I already have the chills from just like you talking, and like you like recognizing and being seen. So I just hope that everybody out there understands that, like, your community is everything. And Melinda and I are in the same community, and we're growing together. And it brings tears to my eyes to know how supported I am. And I hope that you feel that you are supported and that you are held. Because if you don't have those people in your life right now, then you have got to reach out to us, reach out to whoever you resonate with, because you don't have to do this alone.
No. So you shouldn't have to do this alone. Absolutely. If you are feeling alone, then you are not in the right community. You want to be surrounded by people that are going to love you, that are going to make you feel the tingles and chills like we feel right now, that are going to help us burst with emotion every moment of the day, like that are going to force us and accelerate us to the next peak in our journey. And that's really what it's about when we have community, wherever it is, whatever it looks like. It doesn't have to be defined by anybody other than yourself. And so when you have that, it's like, I mean, this is a testament. What you're seeing right now is a testament of what is possible for you. So like, oh my gosh. So like, I want to learn more about this book here. 7 years is a long time. So like, let's talk about this. I mean, I know for me, I want to write a book, and it's like, 7 years, it's kind of daunting. So can you talk a little bit about that?
So I wish somebody told me that there was a way to do it faster.
Yeah.
But I got sucked in. The spirit, God kept telling me, write. And I kept hiring people that have never published books before in the process to keep me going. So I had paid out coaches to just keep me going, right? Without finishing the process, like without having pulling me out of the story and recognize the real reason why I'm writing the book. So there's a few reasons to why people write books, right? If you want to know what they are, yeah, is that cool?
Yes, absolutely.
Like one of them is for healing purposes, and that could take its own time. But also, if you're supported by somebody else, it will be faster. Because then you wouldn't be sucked into this isn't good enough story, and like a coach could help you bridge the gap faster. And the second reason is for business, is like to help your business explode. So this book kept sucking me in, and although I loved the process being sucked in, 7 years later I realized that it could have been shortened, 15-hour days. Hence I've been working with the right person by my side who's done it before.
Wow. So how do like how do you find that right person? Like what for someone like me who's trying to write a book, I don't want to wait 7 years, right? There's so much that happens in 7 years. Like how do I document it all? Like what?
The reason why we're a vibrational match right now is because now you understand that there's a different way. Like what I've tuned into, what God source has tuned me into, I wasn't even aware of in the process when I was doing it. I had to learn how to surrender to my higher calling, to my purpose, to these abilities that I have received as a result of doing the work, right? The inner work, the connecting of the dots, the writing it down. So I've received this gift, which I was denying for a minute, and then I finally embraced, realizing that it's a big deal to be able to help people literally channel the books out, like pull the books out of them. Because people are like AI, but AI is not going to replace real inner feeling of you wanting to share what happened to you and why it's important and how you can connect it and make it into a business.
Oh, wow.
Because business is like, everybody's like, business is separate from your life story, from your life calling. No, business is the cream de la crop of awakening, of creation. Of calling in your soul tribe. I'm over here. I can help you break these limiting beliefs so you can see how powerful you are and have the confidence to pursue your dreams. So business and passion is all the same thing. It's love,
Absolutely. It is serving. It's like what you just said. I resonate with that so much because it's like I am a better follower. I'm a better Christian because I'm a business owner, because all I do is serve, and it's serving without limitations when I'm focused on faith. And it's like, oh man, it's like, I don't know. It's just, I get to see all the blessings that get to be showered onto people that I'm called to serve. And then it's connecting with other servants like you and other people in our community, and just hearing the stories of, wow, we actually helped people. We serve them in the way that they need to be served so that they can pull those stories out and share it with their people, their tribe. And that is just amazing. It's true, because I think that that's where a lot of people feel that there is a separation between, oh, my personal life and my business, where we're talking right now. It's like, it's pretty much one and the same. If you can figure out what you're called to do, you do it effortlessly.
Right. And like when you're working with the right person that can see you from the outside, right? And help you align your book and your business. So you're working on both of them at the same time. So you're making money and also transforming your life story through the writing, through the book. So it doesn't have to be separate. Like if you're doing it by yourself, then it's of course too hard because you don't know how the pieces of the puzzle connect. But somebody who's already done it, who's connected the pieces of the puzzle, can help you see that you can do these things at the same time and have a family. Like you can do all these different things at the same time, because that's all service.
Absolutely. Oh, it's all service. Oh, I just love that so much. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Hey, Mike McKinley, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Man, it's so, so I want to write a book. I want to get the right person. You're the right person. Like, we're just vibing right now. What do I need to do? Like, what? I don't want to be stuck anymore. Help me.
What's up? So who knows what the first step is? What's a system? Do we know what a system stands for? Like, who knows what a system, watching right now, who knows what a system stands for? Save yourself time, energy, money.
Oof.
Woo! System. Save yourself time, energy, money. That's what it's an acronym for. So people that have a system, guess what they help you do? Save yourself time, energy, money. System.
100. 100. Yes. Fire. Mike's like, fire. I do agree, Mike. This is fire. Wow.
Yes. And it's like, I have a system to be able to do that. But, you know, I used to be the person who's like, I'm going to go and figure this out on my own. And you know what? Once I started working with the right people, I realized that with the right people, what happens is you collapse timelines because they have a system.
So that's right.
You could try to do it on your own and like, because you think you have something to prove. Because when we were kids, we had to prove something. So our parents say, good job, good girl. Like, oh, you have nothing to prove. And it's like when you collaborate and you co-create, you get access to so much more wisdom because other people have already spent the time. Why would you want to try to spend the time on that when you have your own wisdom you spent time on?
100.
You know? Oh. What's up? Like, somebody drop some. Whenever you're watching this, let us know where you're watching from. If this resonates, holler. Like, system, what's up? We all have different systems. Some people have biohacking the body system. Some people have book writing systems. Some people have marketing systems. Why not use their systems so we can save ourselves time, energy, and money and not try to prove anything to anybody? Come on, what's up?
Like, yes, all day. Like, this is like the crux of what I do as a business coach when I help people just get over themselves, right? I had a VIP day on Wednesday this week, and she had a goal. She had a goal hitting 6 figures this year. Could she do it? Absolutely. I have no doubt. She is passionate and purposeful about what she's doing and how she's serving and showing up. And what's amazing about it is the next day, which was yesterday, she proposed or submitted her offer for half of what her 6-figure year would be. So it's like, oh my gosh, she could hit her goal in just a few days. And sometimes it's hard to see that, where it's like, okay, so how do you do that? You need a system. When you want to accomplish your goals in your personal life, you need a system. When you want to accomplish your goals in your business life, you need a system. Every aspect of life is a system. It has to be a system intentionally applied to your life. So good. So true, Dasha. I love it.
Remember the story that we learned from Aileen Wilder? She's like, there's a fly, right? The fly, I used to be the fly. Okay, how many people here were a fly? Where you're like trying to get out through the window because you see the light, but there's a window in between. Right? What's up? Somebody say, what's up? Like, I don't want to be that fly that keeps bouncing into the window because there's an open door. There's an open door. An open door is somebody's system, somebody who's figured it out. Like, there's open doors all around us, but we are trying to prove ourselves, like butting into that glass window. Right? Yes. Over and over and over and over again, like the flies. So somebody say, there's an open door.
There's an open door. There's an open door.
And whatever you need to create with somebody, like if people believe in each other, they'll come up with a creative contract and they'll rock the house. Like, trust is all we have. And if you really feel that someone's heart is in the right place, you got to trust and have faith. Because if you don't have that, you got nothing. Right?
That's right. 100%.
Trust, faith, and love is being one with God, with Source, is letting it through. Like, if you don't have trust and faith, if you're not like a kid, right? Like on Christmas, always excited about what you're doing, then you have anxiety and
anticipation. Yeah, we want the opposite. We don't want anxiety. We want anticipation. I can't wait to open my gifts and my packages and
I
all of the fun and exciting stuff.
Anxiety is when you're like anticipating a negative outcome, right?
Yeah.
Something to happen. But what about faith? faith is when you're anticipating a positive outcome,
Mm-hmm.
joyous outcome, people coming into your sphere, like you showing up, keep going, no matter how hard it may seem. Everything we do for the first time is challenging. It's not hard, it's just new. Like
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
and I love it. Like sometimes people are like, why is this person that just got a 2 Comma Club award, like $2 million, $1 million, $10 million award, crying on the stage? Why? Not because they're a millionaire now. It's because of the person that they became in the process, right? And you come and you let go of all the shame and the guilt, and you're like, okay, I'm here to serve. How can I serve? How can I serve? How can I help? Like, and you realize, and you connect with people, and then you realize that it was connected to your bank account, just you had to get out of your own way. Then you're standing there on the stage and you're like, I became the person.
Mm-hmm. You became the person. Wow.
You know, anything can happen in the economy. We can't control it. But if you become the person that can be of service, that knows how to make money, that knows how to create these things, then you'll always be taken care of. Because you'll know what to do is go out there and help and serve and show up.
That's something else too, right?
To grow closer to the Lord. Yes, yes, Mike. Thank you. Exactly. And like, what if, you know, you don't have to be a Christian. You can believe in something that's bigger than yourself. Like this is what we're here. Like, believe in something that is giving you faith. That's something that's like, magic is real. Just don't be in your head, because if you're in your head, you're dead, right? Like go out and serve people and talk to people and really genuinely connect. Right? That's it. Connect.
Yeah, man. It's just anticipation, joy, faith. I love it. All of it. Oh, so, something else that just popped in my head. Remember when Eileen was telling us about the definition of abundance was, Dasha? She was like, it's
Thank you.
it's like it's more than enough. Like you'll have more than enough with a more than enough left over, right? And it's just like, oh, like that's like, no, I'm not taking from someone. No, they're, I don't have to worry about what's going to be on the other side of me doing the work. I know that there will be more than enough left over. More than enough. It's like, oh man. So that just popped in my head when we were talking about anticipation. It's like, man, how big can you dream? That's pretty much what it is. It's like abundance is for everyone. Exactly, Alina. It's like so exciting. It's so worth it when we can just dream and imagine anything possible. It's just it without and with reason, because reason is just, like it's anything. It's anything. So good.
Yes,
so
and it's
awesome.
like, can you imagine, like, abundance is like, I love it, by the way. I love it. Abundance is like, being able to turn on the faucet and like just the water streaming through, like water of ideas, water of money, water of books and stories and connections. Like, just turn it on. It's like, I learned this from the Gene Keys, and I love human design Gene Keys, Tantra manifestation work. And I learned that prosperity is the ability to make fire.
Prosperity is the ability to make fire. What does that mean? Go deep into that. Yeah.
If you think about it, like the reason why people want to join in movements, the reason why people want to join in to the things that we're doing is because we are creating momentum around it. It's fun. Yes. Like, is it fun to be over here right now? Yes, come over here because it's fun. I don't know why they do what they do, but if it feels like it's gonna be fun, that they're like, okay, I'm in. I didn't know I wanted to do that, but it's super fun. Oh, whoa, now I also have a book. Like, because if you think about that, like a fire, it keeps people warm, it attracts people, because everywhere, let's say it's cold around, it brings you closer, everybody together. This is fun. Like, so this is what it is. Like, it's fun. Energy, right? Wow. We're transferring emotion. So that's what prosperity is. Like, when you're having fun, you're joyous, everybody wants to come play with you.
Oh, that's awesome. Fun and learning. Absolutely. 100%. Fun and learning, fun and fire. We are prosperous. We are in prosperity. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes,
So
yeah.
if I wanted to like really get serious about this, like you are just convincing me, and I'm just like, okay, so all right, Melinda, you got to just get it done. I don't want to take 7 years. Like I want it to be now, but I don't even know where to start. How do I even start? Like, what do I do?
So this is why I created a party, right? Called a Business Book Bootcamp. And it's this upcoming Wednesday. And I show you everything, like my secret sauce, yeah? The secrets of how I did it step by step. So the reason why it's a boot camp is because we're gonna get into it. Because first of all, what's gonna happen, like you mentioned, you gotta have a vision. And I love telling people, like, okay, you want this book? All right, why? So you gotta know why. Like your first step is why, okay? Like, is it gonna be a little one, like a legion book right now for the things you've previously learned, or you want to use it for healing? So it's two different things, right? So if it's a legion, okay, like how big? Like I want you to take a picture of yourself holding a book and standing. Are you on a stage or are you at a party? How many people are there? Let's put a cover of your new book so you can feel that it's already happened. And then we put in the date. So there's a picture of you on your vision board because it's just another now moment holding that book. Are there people in the audience? Are there clapping? Like when you can smell it, touch it, see it, it's so easy to bring it to life because you've already been there.
100%. I love this. This is so, oh my gosh. Where do I even begin? So just that piece right there, for as me as someone who's a visionary, who is like constantly casting visions of things that I desire and want, right? And as a business owner, as a leader, I know how important that is to I wouldn't even think to start with a cover. That is so, so smart and so powerful because it is just like casting that vision. What is going to be inside to serve the people in this picture? Wow.
Because it's like I teach people manifesting. You have a whole manifesting system, and it's like you have to, like, in order to manifest something, you have to be there with all your senses. Like because it's you know, I don't recall who said that, but a person who imagines that they won the lottery ticket and a person who actually won the lottery ticket is the same. If you can allow yourself to go there in your mind, then you can hold it in your hand. So if you can allow
Say it again for the people in the back.
If you can allow yourself to go there in your mind, if you can smell it, if you can touch it, if you can feel it, if you can be in that now moment in front of all these people with your book, with your message, with your story, authentic and raw, if you can really allow yourself to go there, right? Then you can hold it in your hand, then you can make it real.
Wow. 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 One more wow. Okay. This is amazing.
It's such a piece of legacy. Like we don't have anything, we can't take anything with us when we pass. And nobody knows when. You have a story, right? To leave for your kids, to leave for other people to follow in footsteps that could inspire them that another perspective and another life is possible. Whoa. Like, what's up? like we don't know that something else is possible because we're living in a view of our reality based on our experience. We can read about another reality that exists from somebody's real life story. All of a sudden, it opens you up to a life of limitless possibilities.
Wow, yes. I love that.
Because you're like, if this person can do this, if this person like me, I went from $2.60 to $100,000 a month. Like I went from if I could do this, so can you.
Yes.
And all I can do is share my story of the triumphs of how I overcame the battle of the mind and how I got out of the mentality and how I love to call this put a time limit on the self-pity party.
Well, I actually wanted to talk to you about that and ask you next. It's like, I see you living this good life in a dream relationship on the beach with your partner. I mean, is this somehow connected to the books? Like, how can somebody live their dream like just like you? You know, like what does that look like?
Wow. Wow, that's such a hot question. I love that. Wow, that's hot. Thank you. It's funny, like sometimes people approach me and they're like, oh, and they start talking crap about their partner, and I'm just like, like how did I get here? I have like good communication, knock on wood, with my partner. Like I'm peaceful, and I used to be angry, and it's all because of this. It's all because I understood my story, which is a universal story. How many of you, like, if you ever share your story, that people are just like, oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? And like it's universal. Like we are all part of one. Like we all go through different struggles, but at the end of the day, they're all similar. We all want to be loved. We all want to feel connected. We all want to be seen. We all want to make a difference. Like we all want to have a piece of things that we desire. And the way to digest and process who we are, our life, and to let some shit go, excuse my language, is to write it down.
Yes.
You release it, you let it go. And then the funny thing is that happens, Melinda, like this is hilarious. Like the book, you think you write it, but it's actually writing you.
Ooh. Oh, say we're okay. So we're on subconscious levels here. Oh, amazing. Amazing. I love it.
The book, because when you say, even if it's a little book that's a how-to, when you say that these are the 5 steps that you use to go from an angry to a peaceful mind, guess what? Next time you're angry, your book is going to be like, hey, you wrote that these are the steps you take to be peaceful. Now you better be, because you're accountable, because you broadcasted to the world that you are that way now.
Yeah. Well, what if like, I mean, because there's so many different types of book, Dasha. Like there's, you know, obviously like there's regular dialogue books, right? Non-fictions and fictions. And like then, you know, depending on what that is, it could be your business book, it could be an inspirational, you know, devotional. So what's the difference between like a regular book and a business book?
Boom. That's fire sauce. Anybody else interested to know what's the difference? Oh, snap. Alina's like, oh, snap. What's up? I love you, girl. Wow. So, yeah, you can use a book as a process of healing, because when you write things down and the dots connect, you have higher levels of awareness. Because I can tell you one thing, like go love yourself, go realize, go live your purpose. But unless you experience from inside yourself how to do that, experience, right? Know, from knowing to experience to being. Like, so you can know one thing, but in order to experience it, you have to do it for yourself. So then you become it. You're being that. So if you want to go on it, if you're drawn to writing as a path of healing, like I can hold you the process so it doesn't take you 7 years. Right?
Yes.
It's a
why are you doing this? Like, let's talk about like, why are you doing this? I'm just like, this is gold. Everybody, y'all need to like figure it out. Do this now.
But before I address that, can I just address what the business part of it? Like,
yes.
For a business part, so the 2 parts, right? And for the business part, like you can, when you create this holistic vision, right? You can create a short book for just right now to be your lead generation and conversation starter for the things you're doing. You can get paid while you're writing another book to process your emotions. So your first book doesn't have to be your only book. Like I thought, because this book has like so many books inside of it. If I would have worked with the right person, I would have let this go, been like working with people and continued the evolution, right? So
that's a good word.
So a business book can happen fast, and it's just for somebody. Folks, can you turn it down, please? Anthony, can you turn it down? Oh, thanks. Sorry about that. And a business book is, so it could be like 5 steps, and it doesn't have to, it doesn't mean that you are the guru of gurus and you have no more transformation to do, right? Remember, we're always evolving, but the people that are like 2 steps behind you need the wisdom that you have now. So that's the thing that I think
100%.
kept me going back into the book, is because I thought I needed all of these different layers, like, to really help somebody. When in reality, like 1 or 2 or 3 things from the first chapter would have already helped thousands of people 10 years ago.
That's so powerful. Yes, that is so true. You know, I hear so many people say, you know, one day I will write a book,
Yeah.
right? And it's going to include all of these things. And they're missing, oh man, they're missing on opportunities to serve the people right now.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's like this is why I'm like, I want to shake you and be like, I am here. I can help you with this. Like, like, because I've been there, 7 books. I've already helped so many people write without writing, and like see this clearly, because I can help you create this vision, right? How to share your story, and like the difference between story and message. And I love that you brought up like, why am I even doing this? Because I did a lot of different things in my life to transform. Like after my mom passed away in 2014, if you don't mind, is it okay if I share my story a little bit?
Absolutely.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
She passed away, you know, and she made a confession on her deathbed when she has stage 4B cervical cancer in 2014, and the confession that she made, her sharing her story changed my life. But the only way she was able to share her story is because I spoke up. So we had a dysfunctional relationship, right? I'm sure some people can resonate. If anybody watching right now, like if you've had a difficult relationship with your mom or your dad, then you can probably see this. I didn't know, obviously, growing up, that she was doing her best. And then on her deathbed, I said, Mom, you ruined my life. Why did you have to lose me? I couldn't believe I said that. But sometimes, you know how your mind spins and you say things and you don't even realize you're saying them, but it just like somehow you couldn't hold it in anymore. And then what came next, I never expected. She said, my brothers abused me when I was little.
Wow.
I was like, wow, like if I wouldn't have spoken, I don't even know if she was aware that this was a story that was running her life. And then I started to realize that my mom was just a child that did her best, couldn't find a way to heal herself, so she was projecting. And I obviously was taking things personally, because I didn't know, I didn't know any better. I didn't have somebody else tell me it's not personal. So then I started to see her as a little kid and then transform so fast. Like I transformed with meditation and breath work and Tony Robbins, anybody, landmark forums, psychedelics, like learning how to love being alone, like all these different tools. And people were like, are you writing a book? Are you writing a book? So all these tools were missing, but my transformation didn't last. So anytime I would do something and retreat, I would be so hyped, and then I would go back until the dots connected with the writing. And the book became my accountability buddy. To actually, what I say in there, I had to become and be, because I said it, I broadcasted it.
Awesome. Wow.
So it's like the next level. It's a higher level of awareness of how everything connects, and then you have to experience it from inside yourself. Like you're sitting down and you're like, oh, this had to happen for this to happen. Oh, this had to happen in order for this to happen. And it's like, like the brain, like just like the puzzle pieces are just like, brum, brum, and you're like, wow, like
what is going on? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You understand your purpose, you understand your potential, you understand why everything had to happen the way that it did.
And that's how people realize their purpose is that's how, like, how it, can you explain a little bit more? Like, what does that look like?
So while the dots are starting to connect and you have higher levels of awareness, you start to see, like, you start to see all the stories that have been playing out in your life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you start to see like all the stories that you've been playing out through all of your life, like all the stories that other people are playing out, because you start to realize what it means to be free.
Yes.
You start to realize what freedom really is. You start to realize what you truly want and how you want to be. And if you're not that, like I used to be angry and I wanted to be peaceful. If you're not that, you realize why you are that you are. What story are you playing? Who is in your mind? Because it's not you. Because there's a you inside of you. How many of you can resonate inside that wants to come through? So let's let it out with the story. Yeah.
That's awesome. Amen. That's awesome. Oof, amen. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that answers that. So that like then like you think of like how can I be in a better relationship or how can I be more peaceful? You got to work on you, because when you change your state and who you are, everything around you changes.
I believe that. Yes, I do.
You start to see things in the same environment that you didn't see before. I didn't see that sign. I didn't see that high rise. I didn't see that opportunity. I didn't know I could. Wait, this is one of my best friends. Oh, she's willing to pay me to how much for my high ticket now? Oh, it's that easy? Oh, 25K. Like, it's like once you get turned on to your higher self and how you can serve and start, because you worked your own shit, your own stuff, excuse my language, then you can help. You can help so much more, right?
Wow. It's so true. Like the awareness, once you're exposed to and you let it out, like you let the you and you out, it's like, man, there's so much more around us. We have so many more answers, and really nothing changed. We had to release some of the old baggage to then accept and receive something new and greater and bigger and better for us.
Yeah,
so amazing.
I like to explain to people that it's like either like a staircase or an elevator, and it's like you don't know that there's like so much more to life than this next level that you see. That, like, let's say some people are scared to share their story. Okay, they're right here, and they think that if they share their story, that that's all there is. No, now you've opened up yourself, like, to the possibility of being peaceful, to the possibility of more of your gifts coming through that you weren't aware that were even there because you were too scared to cross this floor.
That's so good.
You don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know that there's more floors there. You don't know that you can create your dream business with your story if you're just having a hard time even wanting to express it because you think that you'll be judged.
Good.
You'll be ridiculed.
Yeah. Right? Like I don't want other people to see me, right? So many people say that, like, I'm an introvert. I like to stay quiet. I don't want people to know things, right? And it's like, man, it's kind of like you're writing a book to your best friend. Okay? It's just a person that you're talking to. You're just helping your best friend out. You're just helping your friends out. You're helping someone who is just like you 2-3 years ago, right? 5 years ago, just to get to the next step so that, you can release that oldness so that you can accept something new. And everybody wins.
I had this idea in the bathtub, and you're welcome to grab it if you want to have your book done. Become your own best friend.
Yes.
Here's your book. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I love that. Let's go.
It's like, who are you writing for? But you.
That's too
behind. Like, oh, if I knew what I know now, I'm talking to my old self. Hello, like, hey girl, like, you don't have to look for love at the bottom of the bottle anymore. Like, there's other. Here's another way. Try this one. Here's another way. Try this one. Here's another way. Try this one. Keep trying until you find something that lights you up enough to change one addiction to another healthy one. Yes. Like, what's up?
Yes. That's so good. I'm enjoying this conversation.
I transformed, like, me too. I transformed unhealthy addictions like drugs, alcohol, abusive relationships to healthy ones. Writing. Yes. Like system learning, like you can get sucked into these beautiful things that will actually serve you, because then you're acquiring skill sets that can be beneficial for other people.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. You just feel like you're like getting paid to learn, right? Like I say in my business, like getting paid to market, but we're talking about like getting paid to learn. Like you get to learn as you go. You just help other people and you just continue to progress, whatever your story may be.
Yes.
That's amazing, right?
And on to what you just said, you are amazing at that. Like, you are so amazing at seeing this, like that you're learning by coaching and helping others. Because I had a lot of people come to me and they're like, what I'm telling her is what I'm telling myself. And I'm like, duh. Like, you go do that. Because when you have another person present, you have access to, and if anybody is aware of human design, like, I love human design, you have access to quantum level energy that you wouldn't have access if you were just to be by yourself. Access to more when we are collaborating together.
Yeah, when two or more gathered.
Like the source, the you inside of you comes through. When people keep saying yes to each other, the you inside of you like comes through, and you're like, whoa, who said that? Like, this is how this whole book thing came about. Like, it's all just came through. Like, it's because you say yes. Like, I said yes. Like, I had to say yes. Otherwise, when you don't say yes to what you're supposed to, no.
It feels like you're going against yourself, right? Like, if you do something, in my experience and when I'm working with my clients, it's like when they're doing something, they're like, I'm just doing it to get by, right? I'm just doing it to do this. And it's like, does it make you excited? Does it make you feel good? Is it effortless? And they're like, no, it's hard. It hurts. It's painful. I feel like I have to turn parts of me off, right? Like I have to mute the me and me, right? And it's like, then that's not what you're supposed to do. Like, because what's going to light you up, what's going to make you excited is even more so profitable. It says it sound right because the system, the business, the world says otherwise. But truly, once you connect to the higher being, to God, and understand specifically what your purpose is, it's like it just flows freely. And then you can actually release the you and you because it's just who you are. You just become authentic, audaciously authentic today and always.
Thank you, Alina.
Awesome.
You both are amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
It's like sometimes you think that money like comes from one direction, but in reality, money and abundance is like you got to create a container for it. Like, the container is going to get filled in a magical way, sometimes that you don't even expect, as long as you do the work and like shed the layers of all the perceptions of how things are supposed to be. like we're so like, and then like create a bigger vision, like, and then like allow yourself to have the desire. I don't remember where it said in the Bible, but it's like the desires arise because they want to be given birth, right? They want to come through you, like, for so much bigger, like the reason why the God, the universe, like wants you to move into this bigger house, like don't push it away. It's because maybe you're meant to live next to this other person that's going to be the next step in your evolution.
Right.
So we think that it's about this one thing that's next, but really it's about the next that we aren't even aware of.
Yes, exactly. So awesome.
What unites us is love. It's connection. It's like we may sometimes speak different languages, we may look different, but at the heart, at the core, we all have the same needs, right?
Absolutely. 100%. I think that's what's so amazing. Like, doesn't, no matter what you look like, no matter what your language is, right? What your culture is, what your background is, no matter what, somehow we are uniquely connected on a spiritual level. Like, there's just something, you just know, right? You just walk into a room and you're like, your eye is just direct towards someone. And you're like, I don't know you, but something is connecting me to you. And it's so much deeper. It's like, it's past the flesh. It's something deeper in you. And you never know the smile that they need in that moment, a hello, a good morning in that moment. And so, like, you're right, when you move into that big old house next to someone else, you never know that you might be that blessing, or they may be the blessing that you need. So you just have to be abundantly open to anything that could possibly flow your way, and just filling as many jars as possible, because you never know how those jars will be used in the future to bless other people.
Yeah.
So cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And it's like sometimes you don't even realize that like you've manifested the next step after the thing that you wanted. Like I've had coaching clients before that like were so fixated on the bank account, but really got the next step. Like they got a $2.5 million property in their name, but they were fixated on the million inside the bank account, but they got the next step already.
Wow.
So I'm like, do you understand that your manifestation, what were you going to use the money for to get the property? And you got a property that's even more expensive than your money that was going to be in the bank account could have bought.
Right.
I mean, because you have to understand why. Like if your why is there, then you can accomplish the why sometimes faster than you can accomplish the money. Like we get the next step. Like
absolutely.
Like some people
are
like,
the money flows freely. Yeah.
Need this in order to get this. But no, you can get the cream de la crop. You don't have to think that it's always gonna be like magic is real. Like, once you tune in, turn on, like, what's up? Like I like to refer to it as like we're constantly orgasmic. Like we're orgasming. Orgasms. There are orgasms happening all the time. We're orgasmic.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? The people associate.
Yeah, it's a lot for me, but like, no, I get it. I get it.
Right now, like it's being present. Like people associate like these different words with like sexuality, where in reality, like we're constantly in this beautiful dance of energy. And when you feel connected with it,
absolutely.
This is what it is. Like this is what fills the soul. Like, so it's like,
we have to. It's yes, energy is everywhere. I have a naturopath because I'm healing my gut, and so I went to the naturopath the first time, and she was like like basically touching my hands and my arms, and just like, and she could feel the energy through me, and she was saying, well, you have this problem, this, and I was like, how did you know that? She's like, your body just told me. It's like energy is real. It's a powerful thing, and it is like it's your spirits, right? Like it's in your spirit. It's a part of your spirit, and it's so powerful once you understand how to speak to it. Like you are aware of what it does, and you connect better with your higher being, right? Like for me, it's God, it's Jesus Christ, right? So it's like I'm connected more so because I understand how to be aware of how he communicates with me in a way that I need to hear it in the moment. Because sometimes, right? Like sometimes it's like, I am doing so great, everything's amazing. And then all of a sudden I have this experience with someone just out of the norm, completely like, how am I supposed to handle it? And, you circle back and you're thinking to yourself, man, what was my role in that specific situation? What was my role? Was I supposed to learn from it? Or was I a part of that journey, that transformation for that individual? Because you never know what your role is, right? We just think like, sometimes I hear people say, well, they did it to me, right? Or they said it to me, and it's like, did they? Or were they just communicating? They were communicating how they felt inside of them, and they had no other way to express it. And it just came out that way. It's just like, that's the energy. That's all they have, right? They're just fighting with themselves. And it comes out in different ways. Like anger is one of the easiest energy focuses. So it's because it's so low, but like happiness and joy and peace and just like, you just want to elevate yourself above those situations, above those other energies that might be around you, because you might not be the victim, right? You might be the victor in the story, and we have to recognize that. Yeah.
The reason why people take things personally is because they haven't worked out the stories. If you haven't worked out some of your past stories, then you attach to the stories of others because it's where you are.
Yes.
Otherwise you won't. You understand that everyone is just doing their best and it just passes through you.
Yes.
Because you're still loved, nothing's personal, like and everything that we haven't worked out is what gets projected through other people. 100%. And then it's like we stop it in its tracks if it gets us upset or we get rattled up. And I love what was the name said that Deepak Chopra said that in order to access our full potential, who here wants to access their full potential? What's up?
100%. Everybody.
100%. Like, in order to access that full potential, you gotta not let in the stories of others, because when you let in a story, you're squeezing the space between thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And our full potential is when our mind doesn't have anything in it. It's clean, because then you get messages. So it's like somebody's story. When we start creating a story about somebody else's story, we're squeezing the space between thoughts and not allowing our full potential to come through.
Right. Right. We're lowering our energy. And so it's like, that's why it's so important to stay high, just stay high, stay focused on, the silver lining, the positive is the best you possibly can, the gratefulness and all the small minutia moments of life, right? Like, I had lunch today with a friend of mine, and right before we went live, and it was like I was filled with gratefulness, right? Just filled with gratefulness, just grateful for the air in my lungs, the grateful for the laughs that we had, we're grateful for just everything, like the fact that I can blink on my own, right? Just like things that we sometimes I have taken for granted. I know some other people do too. It's like, but when we stay high, right, we can then, we're the victors, right? We're not the victims in situations.
And I like to say, I'll type it in, stay high on your own supply.
Yeah. energy wise. Yes.
Like, who wants to stay high on their own supply? Let's go. Oh, I misspelled supply. On your own apply. Let's go.
So about the book weekend. So like, who is this for? Like, who needs to join this book weekend next Wednesday?
Well, definitely those that feel in their bones right now. Oh my God, I feel like she's got some keys up her sleeves, because I already resonated with a bunch of things she said. Whoa, she could probably teach me the system of how to do this fast, because I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to do it together, how to create the vision and go toward it. Anybody who's ready to really understand their story and their message and create a bigger impact. Right? Like people, either if you want to work through the story or if you want to use it for your business, you are welcome to join, for sure.
Awesome. It's like, man, this seems like a perfect fit for just about everybody that comes to mind right now. So like, I heard you say authenticity. What about that? Like, what does that mean for you, and how can you help somebody with that?
Again, it's all about the book.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, our thoughts are not in our head. Like, if you've ever seen somebody like walking around the store, but they're not really present, then they're not really there. Like, or you see somebody walking by and you're like, like, you can feel the energy. Like, what being authentic is to always express yourself, be who you are, even if the people around you like don't understand you, because it's not about them, it's about you being happy. Yeah. It's about you fulfilling your destiny, your desires. So what understanding your story allows you to do is to become more you, is become more unfiltered, is become more unstructured and playful. Yes. And kitty and like and jumpy, and then attract people that are just like you across boundary lines or countries, because they're waiting for you to be unapologetic, to be like a little kid. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, spiritual party. Like, all religions come. I'm here with you, all one. Like, what's up? Like, but it's a lot of the time people tell us like, don't say this, don't do that, or that's not gonna market, or and then we get caught up like listening to people because they're done that, but they're not us. Right? Yeah, because we're all one heart, we're all love, but we are all playing a piece of the puzzle in other people's lives, but our piece. Yeah. So you get to figure out, we all have purpose, which piece you play, like so we can bridge the gap. Like, I like to show like a demonstration that like your message, your story, your book, your business is the bridge of the gap for somebody who's walking, and in order for them to walk through the bridge, you gotta be you. You gotta say it in exactly the way that you can say it. because you can say it best for the people that need to hear it from you. You know?
100%. It's like, everybody can say the same thing. And then when you hear it from the right person, it's like, yeah.
Yes. So when people say, isn't there a lot of people that do books? Isn't there a lot of business coaches? Isn't there a lot of blah, blah, blah? Yes, but none of them can do it like Melinda. Like that, no, like your tribe will be attracted to your energy, your frequency. You light them up in ways we don't even know,
Yeah.
If y'all have any questions, we just have 5 minutes left. If you have any questions, jot them down, holler and let us know where you're watching from, connect. Remember, you're not alone. We all in this together. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So the book weekend, I just want to make sure, because this, the event, I want to make sure as many people know this and they don't miss the opportunity to write their book in a weekend. So crazy, mind-blowing stuff. Okay, so it's Wednesday. At what time? Like, what is the situation? Is it online, virtual? Like, what's happening?
It's virtual, and it's total. It's gonna be a party, right? It's like, woo! Come on, let's get some
music. Yes,
we're gonna rock it out. I'm gonna teach you exactly how to do it. You're gonna do it with me. Let's go. So those who want to join in the VIP, it's going to be more one-on-one for an extra hour. So it's thebookweekend.com/VIP, an extra hour Q&A where you can actually come in with your ideas and I can channel to you and what I see and how it could be done together. And then the general admission, which is absolutely free. It's thebookweekend.com. We're going to start at 1 this Wednesday. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get your business book done in a weekend.
Wow.
Right? Boom.
Wow. So you're gonna tell me the system. You're gonna show me the system. I mean, I'm gonna know what book to write. Like, I mean, like this is just.
Yep. You're
wow. Okay.
Knowing exactly like the step by step of how to make this happen. How to take this big elephant into small, bite-sized, digestible and understand how easy it actually is from somebody who's done it 7 times over and even became a bestseller on Amazon.
Yay! That's awesome. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have to really, do it now. Just like stop hesitating, stop delaying, stop thinking that, you're not ready yet. You don't have anything to offer. You do have something to offer. I know you have something to offer. You do have something to say. You have something to write. You have something to present. You have something to share with someone else that is in desperate need for your words, right? It needs to come out of your mouth, your handwriting, your words, right? Written documentation so that it helps other people get unstuck, right? Of something that you overcame in your life. There are tons of things, right? We're always thinking steps ahead, right? We haven't accomplished our goal. No. What were the goals that you accomplished from last year, 3 or 5 years before you today, right? From 2019 to today, like what are all those goals? There's just so many things you accomplished, you overcame, and the stories that you can share. And this is the opportunity that you need to take right now so that you understand the system and you can do it over and over again. Be the best times, the best seller in Amazon. And you have a system. Like, that's the thing. Like, you keep going up the stairs in the journey and you get to write the books as you overcome the challenges in life so that you can help someone else overcome them faster, easier, and have more success in their life. I mean, if you're talking about legacy, I don't know what else you need to do, right? Like, this is legacy. So if you're ready to talk about it, if you're ready to step forward and just at least learn, right? We want to have the skills and the knowledge to learn so that when we can actually write, you're going to show them how to do it without writing, which is amazing. How you're going to actually accomplish books.
I'm not even talking about AI. Like, AI you can use for later steps for editing. And I'm talking about here is pulling the book out of you.
For your
transformation to go through first. Because if you're putting everything on an eye, you're not going inside and pulling it out of you. Because first we got to pull it out, put it down, and then we can beautify it with different sources. But it's about you and your transformation and the steps that you've gone through. Because each one of us has a system that we've gone through, right? That now makes us who we are. And this is what the 2-3 years ago us wants.
Yes, 100%. Let's go, Dasha. This was amazing. I had so much fun.
So do you want to let people know how they can reach out to you, what you do real quick? You're in an hour.
Absolutely. Yeah. So just really quick, I am a growth consultant and I help other business owners, other coaches and consultants get unstuck so that they can hit 6 and 7 figures in their business, either in a year or in a month. And that's the thing. There is a system and it's so simple. It is so simple that it can be done in 3 simple steps. And I'm going to actually have a masterclass. My masterclass is tomorrow, Saturday, May 18th. And I want to make sure that you're there because this is an opportunity to get unstuck, to realize your ability to live your passion, your purpose, and really serve other people in a way that is just exponential growth. You'll be filling in so many jars of abundance once you let go and just really receive something that is meant for you. So that's what I wanted to share. It's consistentcashbiz.com/opt-in to go ahead and get your general mission, or you want to upgrade to VIP, get that extra hour of time so that, hey, you have a specific question you want to ask, you can go ahead and bring it there. Typically, my business clarity day that I just had there, it's 5 figures. So if you don't want to pay $50,000 for a day, then come to the VIP and join just for, I think we're at like $97. Like it's really ridiculous because I want to help as many people as possible achieve their goals, not next year, this year. We're going to do it this year. We're doing it. All right. So thank you so much, Dasha. I really appreciate this conversation because I have a story. You got a story. Everybody's got a story. We need to share those stories with other people so we can bless their lives and raise their energy up. Right. So thank you so much for this opportunity on this Friday. And thank you all. I really appreciate y'all out there and just taking the time to listen. Make sure you're writing notes and make sure to reach out to Dasha. Book, register, thebookweekend.com. This is the best opportunity for you if you are ready to put your stories into a document and share with other people.
I love you. Thank you so much.
It's time. I love you too.
Have a good day. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye, guys.